Hello everyone, Ariam here, and welcome to the 10th episode of Dinosaur Days. We finally hit double digits. Today's discussion is going to be on my favorite ceratopsian, the Styracosaurus. Unlike another ceratopsian, Triceratops, you'll notice that Styracosaurus does not have the two protruding horns over its brow bone. However, it instead has a single horn coming out of its nose. This singular nasal horn may have been up to 2 feet long and 6 inches wide, so it could pack quite a punch. And the Styracosaurus also had a frill of bony extrusions around the top of its frill. These spikes at the top of its frill gave it its name, which translates to spiked lizard. There is currently one main species of Styracosaurus, the Styracosaurus albertensis. However, there are many other animals that are similar in body structure, shape, and overall conformation that it's not really sure at the moment if they are the same species at different life stages, subspecies, similar species in a different genus, etc. For example, at one point there was considered a species Styracosaurus ovatus, which was put into a separate genus, but then in 2020 it has now been moved back to Styracosaurus's genus and is considered either a subspecies of Styracosaurus albertensis or even a younger specimen of Styracosaurus albertensis. Something that makes categorizing all the different specimens of Styracosaurus so difficult is that it seems that individual dinosaurs had unique individual horn conformations on their frills. It's unknown whether or not these differences in frill conformations were simple mutations that happened accidentally and didn't really serve any extra purpose, or if the frills of a Styracosaurus were kind of like human fingerprints. Every single animal had a slightly unique conformation. You can see how that might make things difficult for scientists trying to categorize all of these dinosaurs. While being a very large, bulky dinosaur, around 6,000 pounds and around 6 feet high up at the shoulder, Styracosaurus was not the largest ceratopsian, and in fact wasn't even bigger than a Triceratops. Triceratops could be up to 10 feet tall at the shoulder and around 30 feet long and 20,000 pounds, so significantly heavier and bigger overall compared to Styracosaurus. You may notice at the very end, because I forgot to do so earlier, I gave my Styracosaurus quills. Now, why did I do this? There's no direct evidence at this time that ceratopsians or their predecessors had any sort of quills or feather filaments. However, there are direct fossil prints for quill bristles on Psittacosaurus, which is a very basal animal that came even before Protoceratops and has genetic links to the ceratopsians. So because it's way beyond distant ancestor, has quills, I do tend to give my ceratopsians quills, although I don't fully feather them. Now, I actually put the video sections of me coloring in these Styracosaurus in opposite order so that I could take the end of this video to put credit where credit is due. The black, white, and gray colored Styracosaurus on the bottom of this piece is actually fan art for David James Armsby. David has a channel on YouTube called Dead Sound, which I will of course put a link to in my description for this video. Now, David has a lot of really great content overall, ranging from dystopian 1984-esque explorations of government to commentaries on a sense of self and the other, but one of my favorite series of his is, of course, Dinosauria. Over the course of several 3D animated episodes, David explored slices of lives for several different species of dinosaur, and it all kicked off with Old Buck, an episode about a Styracosaurus. So of course I couldn't pass up the opportunity to design one of my Styracosaurs as Old Buck, and that way I can sort of spread the word. If you haven't seen his series before, you absolutely do need to go take a look. So now that this video is finishing up, after you like and subscribe, make sure to head over to David's channel to do the same. Watching Dinosauria is always a reason to remember to smile.